So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So a lot of you messaged me for doing like product reviews and using, eyeshadows which are available in India and which are more on the affordable side. So I'm going to shortly be reviewing those in the upcoming weeks. And for today we have a new launch palette which is also more on the drugstore affordable range, which is the K Beauty Eye Canvas eyeshadow palette. So the one which I got is in the variant Wild and Free. So we're going to be reviewing this. So I already have two looks about this palette out there. So make sure you check those out. I'm going to drop that in the description bar too. So make sure you check it out. And quickly, without any further ado, let's get started with our review. So we're going to be splitting this into a couple of parameters, and the first factor we're going to talk about is the packaging. So speaking about the packaging, I totally love this. It was just so well made, and I love the print on top of this. It is beautiful, and when you open all that stuff, you get the palette inside it. So this is the palette, but nevertheless, the packaging is cardboard. It has a good, a good size of a mirror over here. The quality is good too, and it is magnetic. But one thing I would like to mention is that the palette gets super dirty. Like, can you see my palette? I've just used this around 2 to 3 times and it is super dirty already. So moving on from packaging, the net quantity of this one has 10 grams in it, which is like quite less compared to a lot of other drugstore eyeshadows in my opinion. And this one was around 1199, so 1200 bucks, and it has 9 shades of eyeshadow in this. So moving on to the next parameter, which is what you're all here for, which is the quality of the palette. So speaking about the quality, we're going to break it down, and the first thing that I want to talk about is the pigmentation. So when you look at the pigmentation, the black shade over here is like really well pigmented, and you have some of these shades over here, like the transition shades, which don't really have a lot of punch to it, which is something I don't really like. And this brown also, I had the same issue. And speaking about the shimmers in this palette, like, trust me, like, these aren't good. Like, these are one of the worst shimmers I've ever used. I don't like shimmers which don't really give me that, I basically want a shimmer which has a lot of pigment in it. And these shimmers do not give you that. I'm going to be showing you that in the swatches as well. And when you look at my eyeshadow looks, like the look 1 and the look 2, which I've done using this palette, that is like very easily noticeable with this one. And you will actually notice that the shimmers do not really pack a lot of punch compared to a lot of other drugstore palettes I've tried. So when you consider the blendability factor of this palette, I would say that they all blend beautifully. You wouldn't have any issues blending it at all if you're a beginner. So I think that is quite a pro with this palette. So when you look at how the colors in this palette layer, I would say that they do not really layer great, because when you, like, with the first layer, it looks good, like it has some amount of pigment, and you can actually differentiate between 2 3 shades whichever you've applied. But when you go with the second layer of applying, and then when you start to blend it, the bottom colors start to vanish, they get mixed together, which makes it muddy. So you don't get a beautiful gradient effect, rather you get like one color on your eye. So now that we've spoken about the blending and the layering, we're going to move on to fallout. So if you saw my look 1 and look 2, you would notice that there was like barely any fallout on my skin. Maybe only with the black shade over here, there might have been a tad bit amount of fallout, but with the rest of the shades, there was like literally no fallout. So that is one good thing which I noticed about this palette. But yes, there is kickback in the pan, but it does not really fall off on your skin, provided you're using a tacky base. The last parameter in this category is the consistency of, like, the formulation in the palette. So that is something which I really have to talk about. So when you look at the shimmers in this palette, like the shade here, olive, the one plum, and bronze, and wine. So these are all basically the shimmers in the palette. So when you use the shimmers, the wine shade over here is like decently well pigmented. So it has a good amount of shine, it has a good amount of reflex. It is quite shimmery in nature. But the rest of them, you wouldn't really understand whether it's a satin matte or whether it's like something which is trying to be a shimmer. So there's a bit of inconsistency which I noticed when they call it as a shimmer shade, which is something I don't really like. And when you look at the shade here, Ebony, it's beautiful. It is one of the most like pigmented matte blacks I've ever used. So this is like really good. And even this shade here, Butter, this one is also really pigmented. So I did a look where I had the color on my lid, so that is quite pigmented. And these two colors here, the transition shades here, these are like totally not pigmented. And I had to build it up about like 2 times to get the color to show through compared to the other shades in the palette. So I would say it's quite inconsistent in terms of, like the formulation in the palette, which is something I think that they should improvise on. The next parameter that we're going to speak about is the color story. And color story of this palette, like I got this palette just for the color story. And I don't know, I mean, this is like, I usually never find cool tone palettes in India, and this is quite leaning more on towards the cool tone side, which is something I like. So as we're speaking about the color story, one thing I wanted to mention is that this one does not really have an inner corner highlighting shade, and that is something I don't like. They don't really have a range of shimmers. Rather, they have like 3 satins and they have one shimmer, and all of them are more on the darker side. So you don't have something which is light for your inner corner or for your brow bone highlight, or if you just want to highlight the top of your lid, you don't have anything for that. This one is a matte shade if you guys are wondering. But on the palette, like on the back side, they mention about highlighting, highlighting the inner part of your eyes with a shimmery eyeshadow, and they haven't given that in the palette. So the next parameter that we're going to speak about, the K Canvas eyeshadow palette, is my user experience. So I did about like 2 looks which I've posted, and I have done another one which I haven't posted yet. So out of all the 3 looks that I made, and I used it like a couple of times here and there. So one thing I noticed with this palette is that it is definitely not pigmented. So I had to literally spend a lot of time layering the colors to make it intense. So I don't know whether you guys noticed or not, but I used this shade Olive in my look number 1, and I was struggling. I don't know whether it was very obvious on camera, but I had to layer it about like 2 to 3 times to get the color to show, or it just looked gray. Like it just had a very slight amount of green, but it was more or less on the gray side. So it does not really pop as how they show it on the pictures on the website. So that was something which was quite a big problem to me, and I had to go about 2 3 times when I was layering it. And when I layer it, what was happening is that the mattes and the shimmers kept on like getting mixed with each other, and this happens with a lot of drugstore eyeshadows. So that basically happens when they don't use a lot of pigment in their product. So that was a bit of a problem to me. And if you're someone who just wants like a matte look and you want something very subtle, then I think then you will like these, provided you like the color story. But if you're someone like me, you just want a very intense eyeshadow look and you want the colors to look like what it looks on the pan on your eyes, then that is something which is not going to happen with this one. So coming to staying power of this palette, I wore this one like for about 4 hours when I did look number 1, and that was not even like a long time. So what happened is that the shade Olive vanished. Like I don't know where and I don't know how, but it vanished. The rest of the mattes, they remained intact. The transitions, no, definitely not. But the mattes, like the deeper mattes, they were quite good, and they still looked opaque and they still looked intense. But this happened not just with Olive, it happened even with the shade Wine, which I used for look 2. So with look 2 also, like it just started to crease, and there was like, it starts to crease and there's just a very faint amount of color left on your lid, and there is like no shimmer left on it. So that was something which I hated with this palette. I hated when my shimmers vanish. I hated when my mattes vanish. I just hated when my eyeshadow doesn't last. So if you're looking at something that you wanted to look really intense, then, and you wanted to stay that way for a very prolonged period, then this is something which wouldn't do the trick for you. So if you want to know how this palette looks on the eyes and how the pigmentation is, and based on whatever I told you, and if you want to see how it actually works and how you can make looks with this, I'm going to leave a couple of like look links down in the description bar below. So make sure you check those out. All of them were done using this palette. So that would give you a little better insight with this palette. So we're going to move on to swatches, and let's start off. So we're almost done with the review, and coming to value for money versus, like whether the product is worth it or not. So I would definitely say that this is more on the steep side. So coming to whether I would repurchase this, and that would definitely be a no for me because of the issues I had when I was using it and the formulation. So I think they can, improvise on the formulation, and that would like be really good. So this completes the review, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and do let me know down in the comment section below about what do you think about this palette if you got it, and let me know which other palettes you want me to review, and do check out my look number 1, 2, and I will be posting look number 3 quite soon, so you can actually understand how these colors layer and how they work with each other. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do drop a feedback of whatever you feel about this video. I would love to know, and do give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this one. Until next time, bye.